Well, I just lost all my progress on this review, and that's okay! I just saw the Angry Birds movie, and that was also okay. Now, just as background, I want to say that I was a big fan of Angry Birds back in the day. Nowadays, I could care less. The series has gotten pretty dry for me, but anyways, the Angry Birds movie caught my interest because it was a video game movie. That was really the only reason. So why don't we begin with the plot? Our story opens with a character named Red, who is very angry at the world. So Red and his friends Chuck and Bomb have a few moments of character development until a group of pigs come to their island. These pigs claim to be peaceful people, but eventually start stealing eggs. Red goes to investigate and finds out these pigs are evil, so he tries to stop them, but then they escape. So the rest of the movie involves all the birds from the classic Angry Birds games going to Piggy Island and trying to stop the pigs. And that's pretty much it. As far as the plot's concerned, it's harmless. It's nothing amazing, and it's nothing too terribly awful. It's pretty standard stuff for an Angry Birds film. The Angry Birds plot is pretty simple, so I imagine they also wanted to keep the plot of the movie pretty simple. On the other hand, character development is pretty good. Red's a very relatable character in this world, and you can see why he's mad at everything around him. He's an angry bird, and that only adds to the humor of the film. The comedy in the film is okay. It's not really anything that will have you laughing all the time, but there were a few jokes that had me chuckling and smiling. Some jokes do fall flat on their face, but those are few and far between, so they're not too bad. Sure, the plot didn't really keep me invested in the story, but it was just fun to watch and immerse yourself in this world of Angry Birds. The world itself is pretty fleshed out, and all the characters, especially Leonard the Pig, Chuck, Bomb, and Red, are relatable and well developed. Once again, it's nothing that will blow your mind away, but it's okay. There are a few issues with the plot. For one thing, the movie overstays its welcome. For what the Angry Birds movie is trying to accomplish, I feel as if it's a bit too long. There are a lot of pacing issues in this film, and it feels like it's being dragged out for the sake of being dragged out. Honestly, this could have been a 10-minute clip on YouTube. There's a lot of filler, but I guess that's what you have to do if you're gonna make a movie about Angry Birds, which is pretty standard to begin with. My favorite thing about this film has to be its presentation. The animation is really, really good. All the character models are really well designed, and the soundtrack is stellar. I wasn't expecting to really enjoy the Angry Birds OST like I did, but you know, I did. The remixes of the early Angry Birds themes are particularly enjoyable. Overall, the Angry Birds movie was just okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't really great. It was somewhere in between. And I guess that's to be expected from a simple mobile game from 2009. Angry Birds at this point is 7 years old, and a lot of people seem to be criticizing this movie for the fact that it exists. Now, something these people have to realize is that Angry Birds is a very successful franchise, so this movie was really bound to happen. There are a lot of video game movies coming out and being produced, so this doesn't surprise me at all. It's not even that bad like a lot of people are saying it is. It's overall pretty harmless, I'd say. In my opinion, it's a good family fun film, if that makes sense. If you have kids or younger siblings, take them to see this movie because I'm sure they'll really enjoy it. And if the trailers that are out have interested you, then you should also probably maybe go see it. You could always wait for a price drop sale on tickets, just saying. See, the reason why I was interested in the film, despite not being a huge fan of Angry Birds now, is that this was a video game movie, and since I review video games, I felt that I should see this movie to see how video game movies in 2016 are. I can say I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't blown away. Once again, if the trailers that are out don't interest you, then you probably won't really be interested in the movie when you're watching it. So for those people, unless you really want to see the movie, I'd recommend you skip it. But as always, if you disagree or agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.